Previously the fighting was much more just in the south, and now it's surrounding much of the whole city, and some incursions coming into the residential areas as well. Along with that, we've seen more injuries and more wounded patients, particularly more civilians. We're seeing that several of the health facilities are either occasionally out of function or now permanently non-functioning as a result of the changes in the front lines. Particularly worrying is that one of the major hospitals, Al Thawra, has been out of function because of the fighting on occasions as well, and that makes great pressure on the rest of the city. Obviously, along with that, the increasing military presence in the local area, and all the security concerns that come along with that, and whether with those security pressures might make it more complicated to stay and work. The local population, they're trying to go about their lives as normal. Their lives are obviously very difficult to start with. It's a very poor area. We already have patients who can't afford the public healthcare system, people who need operations to repair fractures who can't afford it, and they have to choose to go home and have a worse outcome as a result. We have people who have to choose to prioritise healthcare or food, or the healthcare of one family member versus the healthcare of another family member, because they can't afford to provide for everything for everyone in their family. We have had one young boy who came to us with he had some metalwork in his leg from a previous operation that needed removing, but his family couldn't afford to pay for the operation to have the metalwork removed. So we agreed he would come back in a week's time to have the procedure, and he didn't reappear. And when he did finally reappear, about 2.5 weeks later, him and his mother explained that they'd been unable to leave the house because the fighting was so intense, and in their house, unfortunately, 2 family members had actually died. They'd been hit by stray bullets and killed in the home during that time. So yeah, even when we're able to provide the service, it comes along with some very difficult stories for the patients.